Alrighty, I'm Beck Lane, and this is Catalyst and Company. Oh, God. Catalyst and Company, where we're catalysts in each other's lives as well as our own, and we pretend I'm not wearing my pajamas and I have a decent haircut. Behind me is a painting I've been working on. I started it, a month and a half ago, and I put her to the side. I got her just so far. It's Aida Overton Walker. And I got her just so far, and then I took her and put her to the side while I did several other projects, including starting the Frida Kahlo project, which is still underway. I just got a few things I want to get tied up and done and then move on, and she's one of them. So I did, yesterday I worked on Aida. I thought I had her done. I wasn't deeply comfortable with her, the position of her head, where her eyes were placed on her face, etc., etc. But I went ahead, took pictures, made reels and highlights and stories on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube about her, applied what I thought was really great music. Reefer by Fats Waller. I love Fats Waller. So I did all this work, posted her online, and then I went, nope, not right. Pulled her out this morning, started reworking her face. I raised her eyes. Raised her eyes. I kind of reshaped her face a little bit, reshadowed, restructured some of her dress. And now I feel like she's better. There's something that's still, there's like a tiny thing that's missing, but it's still she's so much more honest than she was before. She is more like the reference material that I was going by. So I'm much happier with her, especially looking at her in a reverse like we are now. So that's Aida. However, I am super grumpy, and although you don't know it because I'm talking to you in these happy tones, I am so grumpy right now. I got up this morning, got to work on her, said I'll have this done at noon because I've got to get on the road. I need mineral spirits. I literally have a drop of mineral spirits left. That's not helpful. I have to get mineral spirits. I've got to get to a place that's time sensitive. I have like this list of things. It is now not noon. It is now 4:30 in the afternoon. But I had to get her done. I just had to. And we reached a point where there was almost an argument going on between me, the paint, the brushes, and Aida and the canvas. There was a group scream fest going on, and I got really upset and tied in knots. But I think we managed to work our way through this and just plow forward. So we're gonna reel her. I'm gonna do new short videos, shorts and highlights and stories and reels about her, and keep my fingers crossed I don't change my mind. But I really think we're there. You know, lifting her eyes, highlighting the hair in different places, shadowing a little bit better. Like I said, restructuring the dress. I had to pull this side of her dress down. I also looked at this band, and I had it in teals and whites and browns to kind of keep the flow of the painting the same kind of tone, but it wasn't working. So now she has a gold band on, and that also helped. That really helped with the overall feel of the painting. As odd as it sounds, that gold band just helped a tremendous amount. So I'm going to redo all the little videos that I make and post her again and see what happens. Now, when I posted her with Reefer by Fats Waller, I posted it in different places, but put it up on YouTube. And I'm finding right now that when I post on YouTube, within 20-30 minutes, I'll have over 500 views. Thank God only one person actually looked at Aida. Nobody went, Fats Waller, he's so popular, I love him. And the algorithms just like drew people in. My tiny little algorithms that I connect to drew them in. People were like, we don't know you exist. So it worked out perfectly, and that's fine with me anyway. Because I'm getting to a point another point that I wanted to address. You know, I've been talking a lot about reels, shorts, highlights, stories, posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, posting on YouTube, posting all these, great little reels. And I've talked a little bit about the intricacies of it and some of the frustrating things, but also the great things about it. But one thing I'm really, really, really enjoying about making these reels is using my knowledge of music, because I like the weirdest things. I love audio. I love certain sounds. I love certain quotes. I love music, but odd music. Odder music than the normal person. And I bring this up because a friend of mine said to me yesterday, you should make a reel and put Goo Goo, the song Goo Goo Muck, attach that to it. And I go, no. He goes, but it's very popular. That show Wednesday is very popular. And I went, yeah, I'm kind of allergic to trendy. So I'm finding things in these vast libraries on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram to use, like one of my favorite bands, XTC, or Why I Am by Dave Matthews. I love that song. I love that song to my core. Why I Am. Fats Waller, again, that I originally attached to Aida. I love Missy Elliott. I know she's not super popular right now. I happen to love Missy Elliott. Who else? I found, oh my God, Supergrass, which is kind of popular-ish. The Killers. I know these are all bands from like 20 years ago, but then there's new stuff that I love, like Durry, Durry. I've used Durry music. They're a new indie band. I love them. My friend Keith McCurdy in Providence, Rhode Island, was in a band called Voodoo Sister, which they did fine. They did okay. They did okay, and I'm not sure they're working together anymore as Voodoo Sister. But my friend Keith McCurdy is hitting the road, and he's been playing around the world. So I'm able to find his music and use it as well. So I'm taking things from the far, far past, from over 100 years ago, finding really, really old music from 100 years ago, and music from not really the 80s. I'm not into the 80s that much. Some of the stuff in the 90s through to today. A lot of indie stuff, a lot of underground and indie stuff. So I'm staying within this theme that I seem to have had my whole life, which has always been on the fringes, but not in a negative way. This is what I've continued to construct in this world as an artist. Is I don't know how to put it. All right, when I was younger, I used to collect comic books, and comic books weren't a thing then. There was no Comic-Con. It wasn't a big deal. But there were little idiosyncrasies within the comic book world and comic book collecting, and finding different artists that you really liked and collecting them. The same with music. It's finding those secret underground bands that nobody knows about yet, but you have not attached to. I feel like I'm building a world that is a part of that. I don't want to call it cultish, but it does remind me of the Rocky Horror Picture Show too. When I take myself out of my own world, stop staring at my own belly button. I think about how I felt at 13, the first time I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and absolutely fell into love with Tim Curry, which we won't discuss because mixed audience. But here I was surrounded by all these people who were like, this is, here we are, here's the word, underground. Here's this underground thing that we're deeply, deeply, deeply passionate about. And I feel like I'm constructing a world that is just another underground thingamabob something. It's an underground, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying because I'm supposed to be on the road right now. I'm supposed to be doing other things. But because I'm an artist and my whole life is painting and making art and trying to sell my art. I am here in my pajamas babbling away to you and in desperate need of a haircut. But anyway, I feel again that this is, I'll try and wrap this up, that what we've constructed here with the paintings and then with the video, with the YouTube channel, and now with the reels and the stories and the highlights is really an underground thing. Like an R. Crumb, you know, the illustrator R. Crumb, he was underground until he wasn't. Or Harvey Pecor, the illustrator Harvey Pecor from American Splendor, underground. And I kind of really like that, because the people that are in our little underground community are deeply passionate. And I would rather have that than people who are going to hop from trend to trend to trend to trend to trend and not really give a crap about what we do here or the artwork. I want the people who are passionately interested. So if you get a chance, check out my reels on YouTube, check them out on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. They're all going to be up. We're going to redo Aida in a few minutes. And I'm definitely going to shower. Definitely getting on my bike, definitely going to do all the 50,000 things I had to do today. That weren't painting, but all I care about is painting, so we end up here every single time. Every single time. All right. Oh, I'm Beck Lane. This is Catalyst & Company. If you'd like to help support Catalyst & Company and all the babbling here, all the links are down below, including links to Cash App and PayPal if you would like to help me get mineral spirits, which is one of the things I desperately need. Cash App and PayPal, links to Patreon and TeePublic, where you can buy images of my work printed on t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, tote bags, etc. Patreon, where you can supply monthly support for as little as $5 a month, and you get a prize at the end. There's also the information for my galleries. If you'd like to buy an original, if you'd like pricing and other info, you can get a hold of Rafael Coelho at Artfront Galleries. His name and numbers down below. J. Louise at Blue Egg Gallery. His information is down below. And the guys at Chasen Gallery. Andrew and Mark at Chasen Gallery here in Sarasota. All right, I've got to go. I can't take it anymore. All right, ciao. Ready? Ciao. Meow, meow, meow. Boink.